Udaan. Praful Patel is one of the handful of politicians who have built a well-deserved reputation for achievement. As the Minister of Civil Aviation, with his clear thinking, foresight and a desire for action, he changed the face of Indian aviation, till then caught up in a web of unimplemented policies. Praful Patel's no-nonsense approach to getting things done, a positive outlook to development, plus a solid foundation in philanthropy and grassroots politics was handed down to him as a legacy by his father. The great leader Manohar Bhai Patel is still remembered with respect and admiration by the people of Gondia in Maharashtra nearly 4 decades after his death. The saga of the illustrious Patel family starts in Nadyad in Gujarat, where Manohar Bhai was born on February 9, 1906. Driven by poverty, he came to Gondia in Maharashtra as a young boy to work in a beedi factory his uncle owned. Though he was illiterate, Manohar Bhai slowly built his fortune and almost simultaneously immersed himself in philanthropy, establishing many educational institutions in the Bhandara Gondia district. Locals say that in one day he launched 22 of them. He became a son of the Maharashtrian soil, even after his advent into politics, where he was one among the powerful triumvirate of Y.B. Chauhan and V.P. Naik. Manohar Bhai's thoughts were only for the development of the land he adopted as his own. Praful Patel was born to him and Shantaben on February 17, 1957 at Park Nursing Home in Kolkata. Being the only child, his birth was an occasion for celebration, even as gifts were distributed to the needy. He was brought up in the lap of luxury, a secure child surrounded by an affectionate family. His father taught him never to let his own privileged upbringing go to his head and instructed him to treat everyone with respect. He recalls 2 instances which influenced him greatly. One when his father slapped him for being rude to a servant, and the other when he pushed the young Praful into a swimming pool to help him get over his fears. Right from his childhood, he was told by his father that his first commitment is to society and that development is the way forward. When he was a little older, he was sent to Mumbai with his mother so that he could get the best quality education, something his father was deprived of. On August 17, 1970, when Praful was only 13, Manohar Bhai passed away. His funeral, as Gondia still remembers, rivaled that of any national leader. His name still lives on in the grand edifice of knowledge, Manohar Bhai College of Engineering and Technology, the pride of Gondia. There are several educational and charitable trusts that he established, which are now being nurtured by the Patel family that runs the Gondia Education Society. These institutions impart education to over 1 lakh of students in all disciplines ranging from arts, commerce, engineering, law, pharmacy, information technology, computer sciences, etc. Every year, iconic figures from various walks of life visit the institute to give the best of the best students a medal of appreciation and guidance in the memory of its founder.
ये काम अगर हम कर पाए हैं तो केवल मनोहर भाई पटेल की प्रेरणा से हम कर पाए। उसका केवल एक ही कारण है।
If we could do this great work, it was because Manohar Bhai believed that people of Gondia and Bhandara are part of his own family, so he always gave more importance to them. At a young age, Praful Patel was thrown into taking on responsibility of looking after the family's business as well as carrying on his father's social work. He alternated between his studies at Mumbai's Campion School and Sydenham College with his work in Gondia, where his family house still stands. In 1979, he had an arranged marriage with Varsha, who belongs to a business family in Anand, Gujarat. Though Praful Patel had an urban education, the wedding was carried out at their native hometown in Naryad, Gujarat, with all the traditional rituals and was attended by a large number of family, friends and well-wishers. A grand affair where the affluent Patels warmly mingled with the people of Gondia in their solemnizations. People were moved by their exemplary hospitality. Today, Praful and Varsha Patel have 3 daughters and a son. Politics was just a few steps away, starting with the local municipality. Praful Patel won his first Lok Sabha election in 1991 when he was just 33 and has had a spectacular run since then. He was elected 3 times consecutively to the Lok Sabha and again in 2009 for the 4th time. In the interim, he was elected to Rajya Sabha thrice in 2000, 2006 and again 2014. His induction into the Union Cabinet in May 2004 as the Minister for Civil Aviation came as a high point in his political career and gave him an enormous responsibility that he more than lived up to.
I, Praful Manohar Bhai Patel, do swear in the name of God that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India as by law established, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge my duties as a Minister of State for the Union, and that I will do right to all manner of people in accordance with the Constitution and the law, without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
His rise in the ranks of the Nationalist Congress Party has been rapid. He has been closely associated with Sharad Pawar, and the charismatic Patel is popular with his party colleagues who are committed to his developmental activities. Other than politics and business, Praful Patel is an ardent sportsman, being President of the All India Football Association and Vice President of Asian Football Federation. Even as a sought-after celebrity, Praful Patel is known as a gracious, approachable personality who has friends in all fields. The tall, athletically built Patel is sophisticated, knowledgeable, suave, always well-dressed and an excellent host. The elegant and well-spoken Varsha Patel proved to be a driving force for a man on the rise. She confides that he is a doting father and a caring husband. Even though he is busy with his political and business commitments, he always takes time out for the family. As Mrs. Patel puts it, he is strong on the outside but very soft inside. On his daughter's wedding too, the Patels welcomed an equally high-powered gathering of luminaries from all walks of life. The fond father let down his guard and danced with abandon. The Patels, however, do not live an ostentatious life. They are deeply spiritual and spend a lot of time among the people and helping them with their problems. While Praful Patel achieves revolutionary changes at national level, he stays grounded to his home turf. He has managed to bring about significant development not only to his own constituency but across the country through his various initiatives in the ministries he has headed. At the same time, he does not forget the needs of simple rural people in the villages of his district. So close are the Patels to the people of the area that when Varsha Patel called for a rally of local women for a women's self-help group program, lakhs of women attended. Praful Patel has always thought ahead in the sphere of social work. He was well aware of the fact that India will not only be strong by building biggest infrastructure, but also with strong bonding, peace and harmony within the diverse people of India. His unique idea of collective mass marriage brought thousands of young couples of different castes and religions under one roof, Manohar Bhai Patel Academy and Varsha Patel Mass Marriage Celebration. Praful Patel has applied his expertise and thrown his weight behind the aviation sector, where, as an admiring media says, he has spent the last few years driving change in India's airline sector and accomplishing what most people thought was impossible. The statistics tell it all. Domestic air traffic has more than doubled since Patel took charge. There has been a huge growth in international traffic. India had 125 aircraft in 2004 and we now have more than 450 planes. We are now achieving an annual compounded growth in excess of 25% for the last 10 years. India is set to be the third largest aviation market in the world in a few years' time. India has one of the best airports in the world. This is the vision and execution capability of Praful Patel. Praful made every Indian's dream to fly a reality. Today, more common men are seen at airports than the affluent. When the Economic Times awarded him the Business Reformer of the Year in 2007, a mere 2 years after he took charge of the ministry, the paper summed up his achievement thus. Within months of taking charge, Patel negotiated a deal with the left to hike the FDI cap in the domestic airline sector from 40 to 49%. That was only the starting round. Braving stiff opposition, he also managed to privatize the Delhi, Hyderabad, Bangalore and Mumbai airports, the busiest in the country, to enable major expansion of facilities and induction of large investment along with private sector management. Delhi's Indira Gandhi Airport T3 and Mumbai's Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Airport are some of the world's largest, sophisticated and modern airports. Praful Patel has visualized and built India's largest public building constructions since independence. It is a true example of public-private partnership. Praful Patel has ushered in a revolution in the civil aviation sector. Patel's goal has been the entire country's equitable growth. During his term, he has started and finished many airport building projects. One of them is Ahmedabad International Airport. In memory of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the great Indian leader, a giant statue has been installed by Praful Patel's initiative. Praful Patel is a man who scripted a new chapter in civil aviation in this country. In 2007, Praful Patel was conferred upon with an honorary doctorate from the prestigious Leeds Metropolitan University for his contribution to the emergence of India as a fast-developing, economically strong nation. On 19 January 2011, expansion of Union Council of Ministers took place and Shri Praful Patel was given charge as Union Minister of Heavy Industries and Public Enterprises. Praful Patel believes that India's public sector is the backbone of a strong Indian economy and will take it to new heights. He always encouraged public sector companies to grow. Due to the public sector, Indian economic development has reached rural areas of our country. Praful Patel encouraged many companies to expand their capacities. He believes that time is right to impart renewed energy and freedom to the public sector to take up new challenges of our vast economy. Praful Patel is one of those rare politicians who never loses sight of their target, no matter how high he flies and how bumpy the flight. He is as comfortable with the corporate world as he is with the common citizens of his hometown who depend on him to solve their problems. As he says, if I decide to do something, I make sure it gets done. I underline the word achievement, but helping people gives me more satisfaction.